Atomic manual style boost controller into the Triton. First of all, you'll notice that they have a little arrow on the side of the boost controller. These have to face the wastegate, and I'll show you that shortly. Come over towards the engine. For ease of access, loosen this clamp here and the clamp down on the turbo, holding the hose onto the turbo. You'll see in one of the pictures later. Remove the air intake ducting. You'll note the small rubber hose between the pressure of the turbo and the wastegate actuator. This is where the boost controller needs to be placed. Remove the hose off the turbo, install it onto the GFB boost. You'll notice the arrow has to go to the wastegate, the actuator side of the turbo. The arrow must face this direction. Place the hose on to the hose there. Small hose clamps or clamps are a good idea to place on at a later date once you're happy with the installation. The other side of the hose onto the pressure side of the turbo. We have now installed the boost controller. To adjust the settings, using an Allen key, screw in the grub screw till it seats all the way to the very bottom. Screw out initially 1.5 turns. This should have you at about standard boost. For every 1 full turn out, you'll increase boost approximately 1 psi. After that, install or move the boost controller into a place where it can easily be accessed to adjust that grub screw. Place air duct back onto the turbo, placing the air ducting back onto the airbox. Moving the clamps here for ease of access, ensuring that none of the hosing on the wastegate controller is pinched or kinked. Tighten the clamps holding your air intake to the turbo and to the airbox. You have now finished installing the GFB or manual style Atomic boost controller. These are available off eBay and Repco, and very shortly they'll be available through Chippett Diesel Performance Solutions directly. You'll notice that I've left this in a position that is very easy to access. As I'm adjusting boost, taking the vehicle for a drive, and I'll show you that in the next video, you will be able to wind this out 1 turn at a time until the desired boost levels are reached, and possibly even only half a turn at a time once we come very close to where we want to be. Thank you.